Oh yeah. Wipeout. Oh yeah, we're gonna try the Wipeout color, guys, in this worm. This is a new bait. All right, now guys, it's little, it's 1.5 inches. I wish that he would have made it just a touch fatter, but he knows what he's doing. He's got some great molds, got some great baits, Jacobs does. So yeah, it's so small, it's even hard to get on the hook. There it is. There you go. All right, but it's got some action, I'm telling you. All right, and let's see if we can catch some fish with it. Here it goes, first time I've ever used it, guys. Taking y'all along for the first time I ever used it. All right, guys, I'll tell you what I had to do. Yep, I made a change. I had to switch to a lighter jig head. That was a 1/32. I was fishing on the main lake. I just came into this pocket. And I had to change it on this 2-pound test. I was using one of Jody's jigs, that blue one, in my 1/32, which was great after that current. Once I come in here and get out of the current's not as bad right here. The jig was sinking too fast. And they would follow it. And then when I started moving it, I had to move it toward me at a pretty good clip because it's heavier jig. I went to this one. This is a 1/48. This is one of Jesse's jigs right here. He sent me. And, well, Dennis, I can't get a hold of the stupid line. Grab it, grab it. Sometimes these little jigs, guys, are just... Now here's how you tear them up. This little worm is going to be fragile anyway. When you do this with it, when you grab it with a pair of these pliers, you're going to tear it. I can get it. There you go. I got it. The line was hung to the fish. That's a nice fish, guys. On that little tiny worm. He's 10 inches. If I don't, I'll get hung up. I done lost a couple this morning, guys. And I hate losing these nice jigs. I really do. Because they're really nice. Guys spent time making them, painting them. Now, I'm watching it back here behind me. It's almost there. Alright. It's right above the brush pile. Now, I'm just going to shake it a little bit. Like that. Alright, there you go. See? I can draw them up out of the brush pile. But if I don't watch it, if I can't see that jig, it gets in that brush pile, all I do is lose my jig. That's why I make those cheap jigs I tell y'all about, trash jigs I call them. And I don't have any in hooks this size, but next time I order from Lowrance, I'm going to order me some size 10 hooks. That's what these are, I think. If I'm wrong, guys, put it in the comment. Jesse, you knew what size they are. You made them. Alright. Yeah, guys, we get it from that Storm Ida. He's a nice one. He's not a monster. As you can see, we got a lot of rain too. Not a bunch, a good bit of rain. Depends, like I say, it depends on what part of the county you're in right here. I'm gonna flip him over now. You can flip it over, guys, and get a couple more out of it. All right, guys, I'm watching my jig as it comes down toward that brush pile. And when it gets right at that brush pile, I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. All right, and that's what I'm doing. Picked it up a little bit. And this is the second time I've showed y'all this because my camera died. There you go. I don't know how much I got on the first one. All right. Now, that's where a live scope helps you. If I can see my jig, I can keep it out of the brush pile. Now, I've told y'all no standing trees. I let it fall down in those standing trees because I can see it. And I use those junky jigs. But I'm using this one. Here's one of Jesse's, and I really don't want to lose it. I lost one this morning of Jody's, a little blue one. Yeah, I finally lost it. And they're really nice jigs. Really nice jigs. And I hate to lose them. I'll tell you what, I like the hook on this one. I'm buying eagle claw for those trashy ones. That's a nice fish. He's not a monster, but that's a nice fish. I'll take those any day. All right. Now, got a little piece of him on there. I'm gonna leave that on there to give it some scent. This one just thought it was all his. He nailed it. I mean, he come running and nailed it. Now, I'm gonna tell you something else I've noticed too, guys. I showed you the school that's up on that dock. They're starting to edge out to the edge. Some of them are even actually sticking out in the boat slip a little bit now. And I think what it is, the shade's coming this way too, okay? I can tell it already. When I stopped here, the shade was closer to the dock. I've only been here about a half an hour, 20 minutes, I don't know, not very long. He's a nice fish. He's not a monster, but he's a nice one. I think that's part of it, but I think the other part of this scenario is maybe they're seeing these fish after something. They see them scuffling to chase something, you know what I'm saying, moving around chasing something. Maybe it's getting them a little interested and they're sliding out there like, let's see what they're after, you know? I can't see them now. Now they moved back now, guys. Let me see here. A little bit. See how they're on the edge of that post now? It was way up under there. There's the brush. See, ain't many fish in there. You see 1 or 2 in it. But this may be 5 or 6 there. It's got to be more than you can see because they're rising up and grabbing it. The other ones are right on the edge of that post there now. They were up under there. But here's the problem. This jig don't weigh nothing. That's why I'm having luck with it. I had 132nd, and guys, they wouldn't touch it because it was sinking too fast. I went to this 148th, and it's falling slow enough that when it gets almost to the brush, I try to stop it by picking my rod up, and they run up and grab it. It's like they're saying, here comes something, and that something sees them, and they're probably used to that, right? When minnows see them, they turn and go the other way, right? So when I stop it and move it just a little bit, they're running up and grabbing it, right at the brush pile. Okay, so it probably looks natural for something trying to get away from them, if that makes sense. Wow. This one here, this thinks he's I see you. You just think you're tough, buddy. He fought hard all the way back. Now, the water's cooling. That's got to be helping that some, doesn't it? When the water gets down to 50s, when I think it really fight hard. He was just everywhere. Now I got a light action rod too. There you go. That's a decent fish, guys. He's not a monster. He's probably 9.5.